I don't want to do this. Okay, fine. The U20 Asian Cup, a cause of hype and celebration, where you'll see the emergence of GOATs, the clash of titans, and some of the worst finishing on God's green earth. The 2025 edition was hosted by China in Shenzhen, and already the warning signs are popping up. China had Australia, Qatar, and the Kyrgyz Republic in their group. 2 out of 3 opponents are used to hot weather. We hold the tournament during the winter on our own turf, and we choose Shenzhen of all cities. You know, the place with really moderate winter weather, so we basically threw away half of our home field advantage, but nevertheless, China's first match would be against the penalty merchants Qatar. It would be a dream start for the Young Dragons as Qatar's midfield is dispossessed, leading to an early goal by China. Just minutes later, a clever pass sends Liu Chengyu clean through on goal, he rounds the goalkeeper and doubles the Chinese lead. But because the Chinese team at any age level can never make things easier for themselves, we would rapidly lose control of the game in the second half. With 54 minutes gone, Qatar halved the deficit, and afterwards the Qataris got multiple dangerous chances. Somehow China held on and got a 2-1 win. Let me tell you, I was a bag of nerves in that second half, repeatedly worried that China would somehow bottle it, but whatever, a win is a win, we move. Our next game would be against the Kyrgyz Republic, who were already showing early signs that they would be the punching bags of the tournament. Once again, China got off to a flying start as Wang Yudong sprints past the backline and cuts it back to Liu Chengyu, who finishes the chance. Our lead would not last for long though, as Matavinov twists a defender and scores a beautiful far post goal. But once again, the Kyrgyz backline commits treason, and Wang Yudong retakes the lead through a penalty. The lead would be extended as Mao Weijie receives a byline cross and heads it in. From here, the game descended into chaos. The Chinese backline was determined to be worse than the Kyrgyz defenders, and Matanov scores another for the underdogs. Not to worry though, as China gets a free kick, Wang Yudong stands over it, and
it comes. Oh, header! How did that not go in? How did that not go in?
Not to worry though, as Zhu Pengyu, the man who missed that sitter, redeems himself by nutmegging the keeper. In the dying minutes, Zhu would add to his tally as he heads a chance home beautifully. China completes a brilliant 5-2 win over the Kyrgyz Republic, and with that result, automatically qualify for the knockouts. Our final group stage match was against Australia, and because both teams were already through to the knockouts, there were a lot of rotations. The Chinese backline once again displayed horrendous defending as Mehmeti's first shot is saved by our keeper, but he catches the defender's ball watching and slides in the finish. No worries though, because once we kick off and restart the game, we'll come back. Guys, it's been like 30 seconds since the restart. How did you already concede again? China would cobble together a quick response as a cutback is controlled by Kuai Jiwen, who sends a beautiful half volley into the net. We just need one more to equalize, and here comes our chance. Australia's backline loses the ball.
Oh, we had the ball into the box. What was that?
Yeah, so our old foe finishing came back to haunt us, and despite China looking really dangerous on several occasions, nothing could find the mark. 2-1 loss, but it's okay, we weren't playing our starters anyways. Yes, I know that's copium. With China finishing second in Group A, the motherland would face Saudi Arabia, who unexpectedly overtook Iraq to win Group B. Both sides had their chances, with China getting the better of their Middle Eastern opponents for the most part, but as has been a constant throughout this tournament, the finishing was horrendous. And now it's time to address the talking point of this match. The ref. From roughly the 20th minute onwards, the ref was so clearly biased in favor of Saudi Arabia. They kept getting the softest calls in existence, some of which didn't even involve contact. Meanwhile, our Chinese players would get shoved to the ground or bowled over, and nothing is called. Oh, and let's not forget, somehow this wasn't a penalty. To be fair, the ref performance did improve significantly in the second half, but still? In the second half, a foul in the box occurred, and this time China actually got a penalty. This is it. Liu Chengyu has a golden chance to give us the lead.
Here comes the pen.
It's okay though, we go again, and here comes another chance as Wang Yudong cuts inside and fires a powerful shot.
Cuts and shoots! Why didn't you... What is that finishing?
I can't take much more of this finishing, man. Liu Chengyu had 2 golden chances to give us the lead and squandered both of them. But Chinese Timo Werner wasn't finished. Someone must have ordered the hand of God from Timu, because what was this supposed to be? But anyways, with both sides failing to find the back of the net, the game would go to extra time. Hold your horses though, because this is the China national team, and as is so common for this national team, it's always near the end of games where we lose focus and pay for it. With only a single minute of added time left, the entire Chinese backline is caught ball watching during a switch of play, no one bothers to mark Al Yuhaibi, and... So China are knocked out right before the semifinals. Had they made it through, they could have qualified for the U20 World Cup this year. But no, we just had to stumble at the final hurdle. Now, of course, the ref played his part. Had he not missed that very obvious penalty call in the first half, things could have been different. But we can't put all the blame on others because China's management throughout this tournament has been atrocious. It's a classic problem inherited from our senior team. We're way too stingy with substitutions. This problem did briefly improve after the opening match, but then we reached the quarterfinal against Saudi Arabia and we're back to the same problems. In fact, they were worse. By the end of the quarterfinal clash, China still had 3 substitutions left. That's right, 3 unused subs. It was very clear we needed fresh legs even if the game didn't go to extra time. What on earth were we waiting for? And worse yet, the manager chose not to sub out Liu Chengyu even though the man was disastrous against the Saudis. Why? Overall, despite the disappointing fashion in which we got eliminated, there are still a lot of positives to take from this tournament. For one, we were actually pretty good, putting up superb performances against Asian giants, even if it's only at youth level. Wang Yudong was the standout player for me. His lightning-quick run spearheaded so many of China's attacking plays, it's insane. With the recent drama surrounding Fernandinho and the national team, he could be the perfect replacement candidate. But a player I'm even more excited about is defensive midfielder Imran Mehmet. So good at retaining possession and so calm under pressure, the way he played you'd think he already had 5 years at the top level. And this is a player who needs to be promoted to the senior team ASAP, because defensive midfield has long been a huge weak point for our national team. It's one of the main reasons why we almost never seem to have any control over our matches, and bringing in Imran to replace one of our many declining DMs in our national team, it could be a difference maker. Not everything is positive though. For one, the attendance numbers actually haven't been that good. I know I said they were good on livestream, but that was before I checked the attendance figures for previous Youth Asian Cups. Yeah. There's also our defense, which has been a catastrophe, and they weren't helped at all by our goalkeeper. But to move forward with a positive mindset, maybe it's just inexperience, they'll learn. To summarize, even though the way we crashed out was heartbreaking, I can't help but be pleased by what I saw in this tournament. The team's performances show promise, and I expect many of them to bring their talents to the senior team. And with our U17s doing even better, things might finally be looking up for our national team's future. Time will tell, but I have hope. Thanks for watching this. A few weeks ago, I could never have imagined putting this much effort into a youth tournament of all things, but life is unpredictable sometimes. If you like this video, like and subscribe, follow my Instagram and my Twitter, yada yada yada, and I'll see you next time. Take care.